All right, we are going to free Floyd, right? Hashtag free Floyd. Hashtag salmon bro. This is a shout out. Let me find. I want to get the name correctly. I did say it the other day when the guy mentioned it in the chat to Michael Riddick. Shout out to Michael Riddick for talking about a Floyd petition. This video will be the petition, right? We're not going to go signing stuff or anything like that. If you want Floyd to be a playable character, hashtag free Floyd as a comment, right? Now I may not get anywhere, I don't know, right? But I wanted to talk about this too because like I have seen like people's comments about this. People that have supported the channel for a long time, and I just want to give some more context as to why I really enjoyed this particular character. The game by and large is a pile of shit. Doesn't mean to say that like somehow like there's certain pieces that I've, you know, appreciated or liked. I've been saying since the very beginning that the stages are pretty much holding up the game, right? It's probably the only thing that's been consistent, which obviously includes this new stage that they've done as well, right? But everything else is a pile of garbage. Now, I actually didn't expect to have this much fun with the character, but what I like about Floyd, and I saw people's comments when I was playing, is the fact that Floyd actually represents that NRS that could actually create something that's really crazy and over the top and a lot of fun, right? And not give a crap about whether or not it's balanced. Now, what's really interesting though, is that with Floyd, he's actually not overpowered, right? Like, you know, it looks like he's doing a lot, but he's not like, you know, deleting like half, at least from what I tried anyway. And I got the highest combo, which was like 28 hit combo. Yeah, I think it was like 360 damage or something like that, right? Which is a lot of effort for very little as far as I'm concerned, because it takes too long, right? And I actually felt that this game actually had scaling when it came to Floyd, right? You can string a couple of like most of the special moves together, especially some of the enhanced ones, as long as you've got the bar. But ultimately, you are still restricted. You can't freeze, keep freezing, you know, it'll knock them out of the freeze, right? Same with the harpoon, everything else, right? Like, so there's still restrictions on the character. But the character itself took me back to when it felt like a Midway character. It felt like the Midway team came in for a day, they kicked all the NRS clowns out, and they said, right, we're going to make a really awesome kick-ass ninja character. By the way, I know I still keep getting comments, and I know some people got a bit fruity biscuit over my initial video of Floyd. And the reason for that is very simple. I don't care that he's the salmon bro, right? But when you've got all the different colors of the rainbow and stuff like that, we know NRS's agenda and everything that they've been pushing so far. It's not a fair stretch to connect the dots and go, oh, here we go. Are they going to try and push this as the first gay ninja? Now, I know that's going to upset some people, but at the end of the day, that was my first impression of seeing the actual cutouts and stuff like that. Getting the character in-game using the MK1 hook by Ermacher changed my opinion on the character too. I don't care if people say that he's gay, if they come out and say this is the first time a sexual ninja in Mortal Kombat. I am reneging, I am completely deleting that train of thinking. He is salmon bro, and he is an absolute straight chud. This character is a lot of fun, and if you can't tell I'm joking with some of this shit, you are really fucking lost. Right? As far as the character goes, not joking, he's a lot of fun. I had a ball. For those that were watching in the stream, I was having a blast. It felt like just this classic, awesome ninja character, much like when we first got Chameleon. And I've had those comments too. What would it be like, you know, you would have been this way if Chameleon came out like back in the day and you go into gay stuff. No, because Midway wasn't pushing agendas. Gaming companies weren't pushing agendas like we have in the last 10 years, right? It was just Chameleon. It's like, oh, he's all the ninjas in one. We just have to figure out, you know, when we change to blue, yep, Sub-Zero move list. Yellow, Scorpion move list. Green, Reptile move list. That was it, right? We didn't care about anything else, right? We just got a brand new ninja in the Mortal Kombat universe. And Floyd, filling one of the color gaps that we've been missing on the male side, absolutely fits that. The last one to add will be a white ninja, and that'd be pretty cool too, right? I've actually got a thumbnail I've had for almost a year talking about the possibilities of having a white ninja in MK, what it would be like, that sort of thing, right? So I actually really like this character. He's just crazy. You know, he's fast, right? He's got a whole bunch of shit, but I actually don't, to me personally, I don't think he's super broken, right? You look at him, you go, oh, he's got like a full screen slide. Yeah, but you can block it, right? You know, like, and I play a lot of like classic MK, particularly Ultimate MK3. So the speed of a character like Floyd doesn't phase me at all, because Ultimate MK3 is lightning fast to play. You go back and you play that game over playing modern MK, and it's incredible. Like, the speed difference is massive, right? You have to be so quick, moving around, doing your combos, all sorts of stuff. It's wild, right? And so Floyd gave me that feeling of classic MK, right? And a wild classic MK character as well. So in original MK, Reptile, Secret Reptile, like, he had the spear, he had all the harpoon, he had the freeze. I think he had a teleport punch. I don't know if he ever did it, I can't remember, but he definitely had 2 moves, right? And so Floyd is kind of like that. I know a lot of people are going, oh, it's the modern Chameleon. No, part of the charm and the intricacy of Chameleon was knowing that you had to know all the ninja characters and then work out on the fly as soon as that color changes. Right, now my brain has to go into Scorpion mode. Now my brain has to go into Reptile mode. Now my brain has to go into Ermac mode. That's very important, right? So that was part of the strategy of using Chameleon, right? Because he didn't actually have any of his own moves. With I was about to say Rain. With Floyd here, right? He's the stance of Reptile. He is the move list, the standard combat move list, from what I understand, of Shang Tsung from MK11. And then, of course, he's got all of these ninja moves, but all the ninja moves he has access to all at the same time. He doesn't have to do anything special to go to use Scorpion's move or Reptile's move or anything like that. He's got access to all of them. But there's still restrictions in place here. And I'm going to do a separate video for the 28-hit combo one, because that was really cool. I never cared much for the combos in this game because they take too long, and the Floyd one takes too long as well. But what I liked, and one of the things that has always drawn me to Mortal Kombat, is the special moves, right? I don't care so much about the fisticuffs. One of the things that always drew me to the characters initially was like, oh, what's their special move? Of course, they always had punches and kicks, but I wanted to see the magic that they could use, right? Which is why MK really became a favorite fighting game over other fighting games. Sure, we had characters like Ryu, Ken and stuff that could use fireballs, but Mortal Kombat, every character had a fireball. Every character. Whereas a lot of Street Fighter characters didn't have projectiles, right? So MK was like one of those games like, yep, you get a fireball, you get a fireball, you get a projectile, you get a projectile. And that's what really made it stand out for me versus, other fighting games at the time. And this character, Salmon Bro, is a lot of fun, right? And if they made this character, like, I know I said it, right? Because I hadn't loaded up Mortal Kombat. I hadn't loaded up Mortal Kombat 1, and you can check in a couple of my previous videos, I actually show it, at least in one, I know 100%, that I actually hadn't loaded the game up since the 26th of November. That was almost 2 months ago, right? And keep in mind too, I play a lot of different games. Like, it's a fighting game channel that I have, sure, right? And most of the playtime that I have had in MK1 was either completing all the invasions so I could do a review of the content for the channel, which you can see on the content. Obviously playing through a whole block of the characters, playing a bunch of the Combat League seasons over this time. And when you're a fan of a franchise, you're going to put a lot more into it. I know some people find that a bit weird because, like, oh, but you don't like the game. No, I don't like the game, right? But I tried to like the game, and I gave it a big chance. I paid money for it, and I was going to give it the biggest chance I could, given that it was an MK game. But if anyone sits there and thinks that I'm sitting here all day playing MK, you're grossly mistaken. I play tons of other games all the time. Most of the days I'm playing either an MMO, a couple of shooters, maybe some old sim games that I used to play when I was younger. I play tons of shit, right? I got over 8,000 games on Steam alone. Do you really think I'm just locked into this one game? right? There are many people out there that have way more hours put into MK1 than I could ever dream of, right? So that's just a fact, right? And some people, again, like I understand, it's a fighting game channel, so they think that all you're going to be doing is playing this stuff. But I played enough of this game over some of the other people that claim to know more about it, right? I am absolutely in a position to offer my critique about the product I've paid for. And I'd much rather make sure that I play the product in all its entirety to the best of my ability, you know, so I can thoroughly give it a good shakedown of all the things that I find completely annoying. Now, I didn't expect to enjoy this character using the MK1 hook mod at all, right? People are asking, oh, is this a mod character? No, Floyd is the character in the game. You're just accessing it when you normally couldn't without the mod. And I didn't expect to have this much fun. But he is an absolutely stacked special move character. Makes it feel like you're using a classic midway like character, especially a ninja, right? And that's why, like the guy Michael, he's like, oh yeah, do a petition. This is the petition. If you want to have Floyd as a playable character, hashtag free Floyd or hashtag salmonbro in the chat down below, and get the word out. Because if they made, these were other people's comments, if they made every other MK character in the same way that they made Floyd, just crazy, just like, yeah man, we're gonna give them all these crazy super special moves, you know, and just make them a really awesome fun character to use, MK1, I still hate the name, should have been called MK New Era, could have absolutely dominated, right? And the fact that they can do this with Floyd proves that they can actually do it. They just chose not to. That's the sad part, right? So I can appreciate the character, I can appreciate what's, you know, his move list and everything. And he's great. Look at the special effects when he does his moves, right? He's so much fun. It's just crazy. He's just crazy, right? He's just a great fucking character, right? But he's in the wrong game. That's the sad part, right? This is a midway design character. That's how it feels. Just this over-the-top, bombastic, awesome ninja, right? But he's in the wrong game. That's the sad part. And I don't think they'll make him playable. They should, but I don't think they will. Anyway, guys, I'll leave it there. Let me know what you think. Catch you next time.